our Stitching Kingdom, coming at you on Saturday, June 6th, the anniversary of D-Day, and it's also, just a hard time in our country right now, and I know a lot of people are addressing it, and it's a hard time, and I'm still learning, I'm still trying to grow. There was a couple of quotes that I've seen, and one of them is that it's some are posting on social media, some are protesting in the streets, some are donating silently, some are educating themselves, some are having tough conversation with friends and family. A revolution has many layers. Be kind to yourself and to others who are traveling the same direction. Just keep your foot on the gas. And I think at the core of everything is that we just need to be kind and have an open heart and try to understand where everybody's coming from. But we as a community should know why people of color are feeling this way. And, a lot of people are talking about like the looting and destruction of property, Boston Tea Party. I'm just gonna put it there. Should there be the violence and the killing? And no, but I think we all need to remember of what this country was built on, and that everybody has their right to freedom, their right to be who they are, no matter what color they are, what they believe in, who they love. They all have a human right. They all have that basic human right to love and to be loved. And we need to do that. We need to be better at that. And we need to help where we can and educate where we can. It's been a hard week for me. I should have been at Girl State, but with COVID-19 and the things that are going on, we weren't able to hold it the biggest thing was because of COVID-19. I would have been educating these amazing women, 30 of the brightest in my city, and it would have been amazing. It would have been so good, and we would have had some amazing conversations. A few years ago, I had a city by myself, and we were very diverse in color, in religion, in even financial backgrounds, and those girls unified and we're sisters by the end of the week. And if we could all just get along, if we could all just open our hearts and understand, we'd be in a better place. It's a channel about cross stitch. Don't normally go into stuff like that, but it needs to be said. And I'm teaching my daughters and my daughter and my other, trying to teach my older kids about that. And so it's important, and we all need to educate ourselves. It's kind of a gloomy day here. We've had some winds go through. I'm just gonna leave it at that, jump into plans. But like I said, it needed to be said. I had a finish. It's one of my whip go goals. And on Wednesday, I finished coffin paint. And I actually I finished it, and then it was pointed out that I had misspelled time, and so I had to go and just take a couple of stitches out. It was fine. So there's coffin paint, and this is the final in the Scary Apothecary series. So I'm going to use my new Cricut and cut out the little design. There's a template that they have online, and so that's all 9 of the designs. I'm super excited. Some fun little satin stitching, and I'm not sure what the sun has to do with it, but that's okay. Coffin paint was like my least favorite of all of the designs, but that's fine. So I've got some FFOing to do, hopefully in July. We shall see where that takes us. So I picked up, and so I started the Scary Apothecary series in August of 2019, and off and on. So, and then finished it on the 3rd of June. So that was really kind of cool that it was finished within a year. So a little bit less than a year. They're pretty quick designs. So, sorry, little itchy. There's crap going around. So, I also had a goal to finish a page, not a whip goal, but just a personal goal. I need to finish my Eagle by Sue Coleman, and the pattern off there. I'm not going to take it out of the package, but that's what the final product will look like. I am on this page right over here, and I'm working on this part of the beak. So, that out of the way. Oops. So here we are with what that eagle looks like. So I'm pretty excited, it's getting there. So all I have to do is I just have to finish this part of the beak. There's a little bit of, there's not very many, you probably think it goes out to this, so about 10 stitches or so, but it also goes out, and then I have this part of the beak to finish, and then I will move down to these 2 pages right here, which really isn't that much more to do. There's just a lot of full coverage on this area, so super excited to have progress on that. So gotta fold it back up, or else it'll just be a mess, at least for that part. Let me get my needle minders back on there. All right, and back in the bag it goes. So yeah, that's definitely something to be working on. I have it for a couple of challenges in semi-sane. There's a report card challenge, so I'm doing that in my blue Moroccan lace. I'm trying to get 500 stitches, so on each of them, or on each prompt of it, and there were like 5 or 6 prompts. So I think I put the eagle for 2. There were 5 prompts. Put the eagle for 2, and I put blue Moroccan lace for the other 3. And I'll pull that out in a second. And then we also, let's see here. We started Silver Moon Tea with Laurel. I can't remember. Yes. And so this is nice crunchy fabric and cardboard. I'm so glad I'm using Q-snaps. But that's what Silver Moon Tea looks like. And it's pretty much full coverage. It's really pretty. And then that's where I am. That's the top. This is her shoulder. Oops. Here, I'm going to use this. So this is her, there's a flower that's on her shoulder right there. And there. Oh, I can hold it that way. And then my needle minder is Alice in Wonderland in the teacups. But figured that was appropriate since this is Silver Moon Tea. So yeah, not a big start, but it's not a very big piece. It's only, the fabric I cut is only 12 by 12, so, and that's on a 32 count. But I've got all the beads and everything, so I'm excited to do that. Also my whip go was a new start, so I'm going to do this for, this is Lyric. So I'm going to start her on the 29th, I think. I don't think I have anything scheduled on the 29th to start, so I might start it a little bit earlier. It just depends on how I feel. And I'm going to stitch her on this really pretty piece of Blue Sky, I think is what it's called. Blue Whisper Vintage. So, but I think she'll be really pretty on that light blue, so. And then I'm using my bag from Vicky Stitch and Button and all the floss I need to bobbinate, but I've put it in this cute little Notions bag that she tucked in. So love her stuff. I'll link her below. What else do we have going on? Sammy messaged a group of us and said that her and Jessie's fabric for Magic Study shipped. So I'm going to be stitching this, and this is by Heaven and Earth Designs. I don't know if you can get it anymore. It was limited edition. But this is super fun. So I'm going to be stitching this with Sammy and Belinda and Jessie Marie Does Stuff and Vicky Reading and Stitching. And I can't can't remember who else bought it, but just a whole bunch of virtual stitchers and friends. We're gonna be stitching that, and so I'm super excited. Lots of purples, lots of fun hidden things. So I'm super, it'll be really fun to see where that goes. Other plans. Let's see, let's look into next week. Next week's gonna be crazy for me personal-wise. It's Alice's dance studio. We're doing, instead of doing a recital at the college like we usually do, we're doing it at the studio, and we're breaking it up. Everybody has about 20 minutes, so they're getting their picture taken, they're getting and they're getting to perform their dance, but because of COVID restrictions, we're only limiting it to about four kids per class, per number, and then there are 2 of their parents. And so it'll be really good, it'll be really quick, it'll be different, but they're still going to get the experience to perform and kind of give us a closure on this year. And I've had some friends text me and say, well, you know, what do we do for next year and stuff like that for competitions? And I said, well, you have to remember, because a lot of these people, it was their first year on the competition team and they didn't get to compete. And I said, you have to remember, it's a weird year. They didn't get to compete. So just tell them, try it one more time, try it one more year, and see if they actually, you know, because once they actually get to dance and perform in front of people, it really, really helps. So, oh, I was like, what else did I get? I got some Krynic to go with, excuse me, to go with, oh my brain, some of the Mirabilias I've been kitting up, and then I've been, Anna here on Flosstube and Virtual Stitchers, she started the Hawaii Mandala, so I bought the paper pattern of the Hawaii Mandala. I'm super excited to stitch this. Oops. Okay. And I'm excited. My goal is to finish Blue Moroccan Lace before I can even start this or kit it up. So I'm probably gonna slowly kit it up. I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I want to just buy the kit and caboodle from European Cross Stitch. I know I'm not going to be doing the NPI silks, but I am going to do pretty much everything else. But here's my Blue Moroccan Lace. So I can actually move this Q-snap up now that I know that this is the top. And then so I've got just a little bit more of this outer gold to do. This is Old Gold and Arctic Gold Petite Treasure braid, and then all these fun little squares. Those are all like either eyelets, Jessica stitches. There's some bling out here. This right here, this circle is all beads, and then you can see the middle. So I think I'm going to move my Q-snap up and then work down more, and then before I go down to this part I will do like the specialty stitches and stuff. So super excited to see the progress on that. There's lots of more cross stitches. It's a lot of counting, but that's okay. And the fabric's really good, and it's really nice to have my Lowry stand to work on it with. So anyway, so that's my goal today, to work on a little bit more of that. And yeah, just simple goals. Whatever Magical Stitches tells me to do. I worked on the Eagle and Blue Moroccan Lace, I believe, or no, Coffin Paint, and for the challenges this week. And I've, May kind of threw me off. I did a lot of penalty stitches, and I did a little couple of tiny projects for the 50 of each color. I did bring out Shakespeare's Fairies again for some purple. And so I got a little bit further in this area. Right. Natalie has almost a whole girl done. It's really cool. But I did some more purple in this bottom part because I needed purple. And she had purple. So that was, I didn't have to count very far for. But yeah, so it's fun. I'm really enjoying stitching right now. Had a little bit of a struggle at the beginning of the week. I had some friends going through, I had a friend going through a hard time, and plus with just the state of the world, my heart really wasn't in counting. It was wanting just to stitch and to meditate and try to do better and try to educate myself and things like that. I hope we can get through this. It's hard because there's just so many things going on, and the media is pulling things in one direction or multiple directions, and it's just hard. And I just, like I said, be kind, be loving, be understanding. You've got to help them to educate themselves, and I think that's the biggest thing, is we need to educate ourselves, we need to educate those around us what is right and what isn't, because hate isn't an ingrained thing. We aren't born with hate in our heart. We have to learn to hate, and the way that we can stop the hate is to start at home, start with ourselves. Teach love, don't teach hate. And that's one of the biggest things. So I just want to let y'all know I love you, and have a great day. Bye, guys.